Hello students. Today we start the BSc third year paper 13 aquaculture technique and fish nutrition. I will repeat again. Paper 13 BSc third year aquaculture technique and fish nutrition. Within that we need number 1. Within that bit number 3, that is milkfish, culture of milkfish chanus. Why it is called the milkfish? Because its color is whitish. It's look like a milky. That's why it's called the milky fish. It's the image of milkfish. Content: introduction, taxonomic position, geographical distribution, habit and habitat, fry collection, rearing of fry, types of culture, grow out culture. The milkfish is a migratory fish. Migration means from one place to the another place for the purpose of breeding, for the purpose of food and other things. Then one important thing is that the milkfish have the higher capacity to tolerate the atmosphere and water also. It is a exotic fish. What is meant by exotic fish? Exotic fish means those fishes whose native is foreign country and it is introduced in India for the commercial purpose and all these things. But the chanos, that is a milk fish, is a exotic fish. Means foreign country. That is the introduction. Milk fish aquaculture first occurred 800 years ago. 800 years ago in the Philippines and spread in Indonesia, Taiwan and into the Pacific. Traditional milkfish aquaculture relied upon restocking pond by collecting wild fry. The milkfish chanus is a sole living species in the family Chainidae. Okay, restocking ponds. It can be cultured in restocking pond. Milkfish can grow in any clean water environment. Already told that they have the capacity is more. Tolerance capacity is also more. Salinity is not a requirement when growing this fish. However, transferring from saline water to fresh water should be done gradually in a process of acclimatization. Then about the taxonomic position: phylum Chordata, subphylum Vertebrata, class Ostisthes, order Gonorrheciformes, family Chainidae, genus Chanus, species Chanus. And this is about the geographical distribution. Milkfish chanus is one of the two most important species being cultured in Asia and other one the carp. One is the milkfish and other is the carp. Carp means all these things, cutla, romeligal, those toothless mouth called the carp. It is distributed throughout the entire tropical Indo-Pacific Ocean from 40 east to above 100 west and 30 to 40 north and 30 to 40 south. This is the distribution. It can tolerate wide range of salinity and temperature fluctuation. Have the high capacity to tolerate the all into atmosphere and water also. The Philippines, Indonesia and Taiwan are the counter of geographical distribution. And if you see the graph, there is the Taiwan, Philippines and Singapore and Indonesia. It's a round mark for your verification. Then, about the description, milkfish have generally symmetrical and streamlined appearance with a forked caudal fin. They can grow 1.7 meter but mostly found in 1 meter length. Means high length, that is the 1.7 but found in 1 meter in length. They have no teeth. It means that it is a carp. Toothless mouth called the carp with toothed teeth and generally feeds upon the algae and invertebrates. Habit and habitat of milky fish. Milkfish is a large, long-lived species and its habit, behavior and food habit change with size and stage in the life cycle. Adult spawn at sea, the young fry at sea for 2 to 3 weeks and then migrate to mangroves. Mangroves means water of brackish estuaries and sometimes lake and return to the sea to mature sexually and reproduce. Already told that the fish is a migratory fish. It can swim in fresh water, brackish water, mangroves and seawater. Have the high capacity, have the high tolerant capacity. Why it is migrate? For the purpose of breeding, for the purpose of food. This is the point of view that it feeds in the seawater, breeding in the fresh water. All these things is coming into the migration, mature sexually and reproduce in the sea. Highly ethylene and can live in fresh to hypersaline water and can tolerate a low oxygen level also. Culture system, common culture system, brackish water and coastal pond forms. Form may include nursery, rearing and wintering, where fingerlings have to overwintered. Okay. Monoculture means single culture. Freshwater ponds and reservoirs. Pen culture is the freshwater lakes in Philippines. In pen culture, it can be culture the milkfish. Polyculture, brackish water ponds forming with grey mullet and shrimp and sea bass. Means fish can culture with brackish water pond forming the grey mullet and shrimp and sea bass also. It can be cultured with other species also. Fry collection. Fry was the major source of milk culture. Recent success in natural spawning and mass level, reading in several milkfish forms. Milkfish turn a mature and spawn naturally is confirmed in water. Natural breeding and natural we found the spawn because the stages spawn, fry, fingerlings. Egg fertilize that is called the spawn, then the rear, then the fingerlings, spawn, fry, and fingerlings. They seem to spawn in sea near the coast, and the small larva that is 12 to 15 mm occurs periodically. Sand coast and in the estuaries. The instability of wild fry supply is an obvious problem for culture of any aquatic species, and milkfish is no exception. So farmer produce millions of hectare fry for culture every year for the distribution. Then method of fry collection. How can we collect the fry? Because the farmer culture hectare in millions hectare. In last slide we see fry collected method, that is Asia carried out using fishing gears, craft and gears, such as fry berries, Indonesia and the Philippines. Filter bag net is the most fry producing country since the nest is also found in Sri Lanka and Philippines. The selection of fishing gear is based on topography of fishing ground and ocean current. Because in the sea water, in the marine water, first of all they can see the topography of the surrounding area for the collection of fishes or the fry. It is important to realize the driving the fry into the net and filtering them through. Its result in the higher survival. This is the image that collection of milkfish fry using the fish net. This is the net. Then seed production. Natural breeding in the sea, month of June, July, August, September. Induced breeding is also possible. Attempts have been made to develop a milkfish hatchery to increase the demand. Sex can distinguish by external characters. 3 opening in the urogenital, that is the anal region of mature female milkfish. Identification of female milkfish. How can we identify? 3 opening in the urogenital region of mature female milkfish. Sexual mature male process only 2 opening. Female 3 opening, male 2 opening. Mature female collected from sea can be induced to spawn using gonadotropin releasing hormone. This is the ohaprine. In the short, we can give the ohaprine to the fish for the purpose of induced breeding. Compared to the freshwater, that is the cutler umbilical induced breeding, that is the hypophyization. for the artificial breeding. The point is that fecundity estimate that is the 0.3 to 1 million eggs per kg body weights. It is the highest egg capacity. Survival rates under the experimental condition variety between 9 to 47%. A newly hatched milkfish larva measure 3.5 mm total length. Thank you.